Sweet.
Okay. Wait, what?
Uh, no, I was just waiting for you to say that we started, but I can see the recording
Yeah.
on the bottom, so
No, yeah, welcome everyone to,
welcome back.
yeah, we have just come up with a new name for our Well, we never really had a name originally from our last two podcast recordings, but we've kind of settled on a name, and we're going to be calling it The Midnight Yarns, or Midnight Yarns, I don't know. It's a mix between those two, but
yeah, I think that'll be the good name.
The Midnight Yarns.
Yeah,
Yeah, they both sound. Yeah, that'll be alright. You guys will probably see it already. Like, we haven't created the video, but that, like, once they see it and listen to it, it's like already done. So
yeah, definitely.
looking into the future there a little bit.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I guess we'll start off by talking about a bit of fitness.
yeah. I think that's where we left off last week. So
I'm laughing now because I got him. I got him with one just before.
oh yeah.
And now every time I hear the word fitness, I'm just like, fit this dick in your mouth. I think I actually had seen it once on TikTok like ages ago, and it's
Yeah.
just like in my head every time fitness gets brought up. So that's probably
Yeah.
where I got it from.
No, it's a good one to store away in the little
In the
fucking
archives.
toolbox or whatever.
Yeah, just to bring out.
Yeah. No,
Make sure you got a lot under your sleeves.
Yeah, that's a good one. I usually don't get fooled by those type of jokes, but got me
Well,
today.
it was because it's so genuine. I actually do want to get into a lot of fitness and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So what do we got now? We got Candace, we got fitness, we got Malone Brown, Bofa, Ligma, which is like the originator.
Sugma.
Oh yeah, Sugma.
And you can use China.
China.
Yeah, China get the stick.
Oh shit! I didn't even click on that. You actually technically got me there because I was like, China.
Yeah.
So that's 7 in total, I think. I mean, I guess we could go with
And then
these.
Yeah, and then there's the dragon.
Oh yeah, dragging these nuts on your face or something.
Yeah.
I actually got caught by one of those real bad when I was playing with Jaden's friend. Shout out to Khan. He got me real good. We were playing Call of Duty, and just out of nowhere, he's like, "Oh, dude, did you hear the new song from? Oh man, what's that band's name?"
Oh, yeah. I know exactly where you're going.
Yeah, and he's like, he sings a song or whatever. I'm like, oh, it's Imagine Dragons, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, Imagine Dragging these nuts on your forehead or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. I got caught slipping.
And
This was bad.
That's a good one too, because it's like almost a sentence, almost.
Yeah. It's like a full,
It's like a full setup for
yeah,
you to get played. Like,
for sure. And there's no, suspicion about it either, even though it, just the question just pops out of nowhere.
I actually saw that on TikTok, so I'm not sure who started that, but it was quite funny.
Yeah, that's a real good one. Because a lot of them you do have to kind of figure out how to set them up, but that one's just the perfect, just
Like it
easy
flows
setup.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. Easy setup, flows well, and the execution is godlike.
Yeah.
It's the perfect setup. Because, like, the... What's it called? What was the one that I said before? The Malone Brown. When
Yeah.
you like ask someone like, have you heard of Malone Brown before? And they're like, no, who's that? So Malone Brown, dick in your mouth.
Yeah.
And like you kind of have to like think of a topic to talk about and then bring it up in that
Yeah.
topic or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the Imagine Dragons one is easy as.
Mm.
So to everyone out there listening, that's all we got, and I'd like a good thank you in the comments or whatever, because those are really hard to find, and you will not find them anywhere else. Only we know these top secret
Definitely.
government protected lines of.
I think the FBI is gonna be calling us up after this.
Yeah. Our FBI agent is just listening right now. Is like, you motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Sorry, John. It's like Marvel. It's like shuts us up after this podcast.
Yeah.
Another Tom Holland, fucking the Hulk situation.
Oh, is it the where he spoils it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Man, that's a bad spoil, bro. I forget the actor's name. Who's the actor's name that plays Hulk?
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, yeah. Fuck,
Oh,
that's
you
a bad
think of
one,
that
bro.
one.
Yeah, but I know
And it's just
Tom's one though.
Everyone dies or whatever.
Yeah. Everyone does. And it's
Do.
yeah. Oh,
He should have just played it off. I forgot the other guy's actor's name.
yeah, the
But if What's his name? Like Don Cheadle.
oh yeah,
something
Don
like
Cheadle or something like that. Don Cheetos.
Yo. Don Spicy Cheetos.
Yeah,
No,
Don Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
he should have easily just played it off and be like, yo, that totally happens or whatever, like, you know.
Yeah, and that would have been fine, or
Yeah.
like kind of.
Mm.
But yeah, then he had to like overreact. But when I first saw that, I remember thinking like, oh, that was staged. Because it kind of, if you like look back at it and think if it's staged, like it kind of seems like it is.
Yeah, but I think that's just how Mark Ruffalo kind of just acts, eh? He's just a bit, like,
True.
funny in the way he, like, speaks or does interviews.
Yeah, true. And then that seriousness of Don Cheadle. Cheetos. I'm just gonna call him Don Cheetos from now on.
Nah.
Dom Toretto.
Yo. I remember one of my favourite, like, Marvel celebrity clips is the one where it's, like, the Brie Larson one. And she's, like, sitting in the middle of, him and Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And then she's just, like, she's getting a bit annoying. And it's just,
Yeah.
like... it's just so funny because he's just, like... There'll be, like, clips of it just, like, reversed or, like, slowed down. And he just looks so annoyed at her for, like, saying certain stuff, like...
Yeah, for sure. And there's that one, I'm pretty sure you'll probably get into it, but there's that one moment in the interview when she, like, pats him on the jacket or something, and then he, like, under his breath, he's like,
"Don't
I
touch
told you
me."
not to touch it.
Yeah. No,
That's so hilarious.
That's in the same interview.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
It's so funny, too, when they talk about doing their own stunts. She, like, gets overly, like...
She's like, I'll be the
like
first me.
offended about it. Yeah. I've seen a meme of it when it's like it's that bit of the interview, and then it just like switches to a picture of her and her stunt double.
Oh, yeah.
It's like curb your fucking
Me.
stunt ability or some shit, you know?
No, it's crazy when like actors do their own stunts. Like, I didn't actually realize how like much Tom Cruise does his, movie stunts.
Yeah.
Like some of them that he does, especially for those like Mission Impossible movies, they're quite impressive.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because I remember hearing a story of him. He's like thinking of like doing some crazy shit in the airplane and like piloting it himself
Yeah.
and doing that whole like that's crazy, bro.
No, that was like that was like a real thing. Like he was flying it himself or whatever.
Yeah. I think it was a helicopter, right? And he like had to do like this fucking weird like upside down maneuver or some shit. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was some crazy maneuver in the helicopter
Yeah.
that he had to do for the stunt. It's like fuck, really going to that length, bro? But I guess that's what they call method acting, also, or method stunt acting or some shit.
It's actually he's definitely he'll go down as like one of the greatest actors, I guarantee.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
because it's like he's like decent acting, and he does like his own like stunts, and I'm pretty sure he also directs like a lot of his work, or some
Yeah,
of
he does.
his work on his own or whatever.
Yeah, I guess he kind of can put him in the category of method acting because there is one movie where I think he puts on weight for a role.
Yeah.
He gets like a
No,
beer
he
belly
does.
or some shit.
Yeah, he does that, and so does one of the best guys that does that is the guy that plays the Batman. I
Yeah,
forgot the actor's name.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, yeah. He does a lot of that.
Yeah, because he did that one movie where he's like super skinny.
And then goes straight to like a bigger role.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he goes straight to Batman. The Dark Knight Rises or something, and to bulk up straight away, and that's fucking like
Yeah.
that's a pretty big toll on your body to go from that thin, and then just to like work out and bulk up to how
Definitely.
like that's crazy. No one would. There's like not even. Not a lot of people will do that in their own lifetime, ever.
Nah.
It's like 1 out of 1,000 or some shit.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and doing that on purpose too. Like,
Yeah,
most people just get to where they want to be, and then they'll just stick at it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Since it's like he's an actor, and it's like, I guess it's like his job requires him to do, or the roles that he chooses to be in, require him to do these like sacrifices in a way.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's definitely real interesting.
I forget. Oh, I think. Oh, I can't actually remember anyone else. My brain's going through the simulation again. I can't remember what I was thinking of before. My brain's fried. I guess we could transition into fitness.
Yeah, we can do. Seemed pretty wanting to talk about it last time, so.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm like, I really do want to like kind of bulk up quite a bit. I'll probably end up facing my fears and trying to get a fucking gym membership or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
It's funny because I'm saying all the stuff and I just had like Carl's Jr. just before for dinner.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, people have that mindset, like, not just one, like, takeaways is not going to make you, like, fat or unhealthy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's still, like, you're still eating the same stuff. It's just, cooked differently.
Yeah. And it's like, I think I saw it on TikTok from that one guy that like gets mad at stuff. But I think, if I remember correctly, isn't it like you have to eat less? Oh fuck, I
So,
can't even.
so what? I'll just start talking to you. Like, what's your goal or goals in mind that you have?
Well, I just want to gain a pretty decent amount of muscle. Like, I don't want to. It doesn't need to be like fucking. I don't need to be cut, like fucking ripped
Yeah,
or anything. But it's just like a good physique would be fine.
yeah.
A bit of muscle would be good. And obviously after
So,
that, I should be like a little bit more educated in all this stuff, and then I could probably just
yeah,
take off from there.
definitely. Because I think when I started, I guess I'll say it as a fitness journey, I kind of just jumped into it not knowing anything really, and I just remember watching like hours of YouTube videos on all this like fitness stuff. But no, it's so. What are you up to now? Like, are you training at all or doing
Nah,
anything?
not really. I'm basically just like go to work, come back,
Yeah,
and just like have a wank. No. Nah, basically just like go to work. Work is alright. Like I kind of work out my arms quite a bit
yeah, like
just from like having it up
as
all the time.
like physical job.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely like
So
a physical job, but it's like I'm not like it's not like a whole like workout or anything really.
yeah,
But I definitely am like fit enough to like do.
I reckon for you, do you got like obviously you'll have a gym probably nearby, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
somewhat nearby.
yeah.
Um. So yeah, I would recommend just going like start off maybe 3 times a week.
Mm.
So that's not much at all. Or I think that's pretty standard for the most common person who either wants to put on a bit of muscle or lose weight.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But so that's obviously what I'd recommend. Also, I would recommend try to increase your meals. So
Mm.
what you're having now, try and just start slow. Start by adding like a meal to your day, and then I would suggest weighing yourself. Like if you got scales at home, if not, then that's fine. But if you could weigh yourself like each day, and then go for like 2 weeks with added food, and then see how much weight starts like creeping up,
Yeah,
and then that's a good way to start it off. Is because I can imagine if you're, from what I've seen you at school, you're probably still like you're not like fat, so you're like kind of skinny or whatever.
yeah. I'm like a skinny fat.
Yeah,
Like I've got a belly,
yeah,
got a bit of tits growing a little bit. Like not a lot, but I can see it. I
yeah.
can see myself with some tits.
So
So I'm a
so
little
you're
bit. I'm a
skinny
little
fat.
bit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
skinny fat. Yeah,
which that actually is like a thing. Like it sounds
yeah, yeah. I
funny,
know.
but that's
Oh
what.
no. Oh no, I don't want to say his name.
Oh, you
Nah,
can.
it's good.
Oh,
No, yeah, no. I've seen it on TikTok and everything. Like everyone
yeah.
talks about like skinny fat people. No, yeah, I'm definitely skinny fat.
And I think that's just due to you probably got a little bit off on like it's probably a too much carbs that you're eating and less. You
Yeah,
probably need a bit more protein or whatever.
nah, for sure. It's definitely like the meals that I eat have a lot of carbs,
Yeah.
but I don't like. I'm not eating like consistently.
Yeah.
Like the meals that I'm eating, if I ate it consistently throughout the day, I'd definitely be fat. But since I don't, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense that I'm skinny fat.
Mm. And most people fall into the trap of like one day they may eat like a huge amount of calories in a day, and then the next day they eat like a quarter of that, and then they wonder why they're not like going anywhere. You know what I mean by that?
I'm trying to think, but it's not really.
So say like, do you know what calories are?
I have an idea.
So I'll try and do my best to explain. So calories is like, it's not what food's made up of, but like every food has a certain amount of so-called calories, right?
Yeah.
And every person's body needs like a certain amount to just survive during the day.
Mm.
And it's kind of like with the whole gaining and losing weight, you kind of have, everyone has a maintenance number of their like somewhat calories that they intake, and which is like the biggest key part is just being consistent. You should see the weight, and then you kind of just add like 300 to 500 plus on gain, slowly start to creep up. But into what you're already intaking, and if you stay consistent,
and that's during. I'm assuming that's during like you doing your workouts, right?
well, so that's just
Or
like,
not.
no, because you can gain weight by not working out, just by simply eating more, which is like the simple version. But the working out pretty much turns that, like, say what you're saying, you're like skinny fat, but it will turn that like fat into muscle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like you can, like, I know for a fact I can, what they call is dirty bulk, which means I could just go hard on eating anything, whatever I see, just to get like that whole like eat more type stuff. But that way is not the best, because it's not like you're eating clean food, you're just eating like whatever's there.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much just like, it's like you get fat-ish, but you start like, but if you're working out during this time, it'll start like turning into muscle.
Yeah.
But nah, what I just recommend for you is just starting working out, and then just go like, you know, whenever you feel like, for like the start, like even the first like month or whatever, just like go even like once, twice a week. Like that's like nothing, but it's still good to just, you know, figure it out and then get all the stuff down right. And then, yeah, like I said before, doing that, and then just like even just planning or making meal preps, or just having an extra meal, say after dinner or like in the afternoon or whatever, and then just see if you can notice like the weight go up.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's that's pretty much what I recommend you do at this stage. And then as you get more into it, the more you'll start, like, other things will start like making sense. But yeah,
All right.
is there any anything else you wish to know?
Well, I am confused. Like, I'm sure I probably won't need to get into like pretty like organized workouts or anything, but I do get kind of confused on like reps and like the amount of reps you have to do in like a certain workout you're doing and shit. Like,
Yeah, and I think for you, you're just wanting to like get that good physique, so you'd probably be like less interested in power, like the powerlifting type side of things.
yeah.
So I recommend you want to include these three main exercises. So you got the deadlift, the squat, and the bench press. Because those three are all compound movements. So they all target not just one muscle group, but like different, like a range of muscle groups.
Yeah.
So I would chuck them in to like a workout split, because that's kind of what you want when you start going, is a good workout like split that you can do. But I recommend for you, just for starting out, an upper and lower body one is I reckon quite beneficial. So how that works is like, for the upper body day, you do like your anything that involves like the waist upwards. So you'd pick like 4 to 5 exercises that you that requires upper body, movement and strength, and then that'll be your upper body day, and your lower body day will be like just like your legs and anything, below the waist.
Yeah.
And then you only need like 4 or 5 exercises, and then so that'll be like one day, and then the other one will be the other day, and then you'll have like a rest day or whatever, and then you just kind of keep like rotating it.
Yeah.
But then as you get more advanced, you can do something like a push-pull split. So it'll be like, push day means like you're doing exercises that use the pushing motion. So like a bench press, you're like pushing the weight away from you.
Yeah.
Any like chest exercise, like shoulder exercise is a good one. And then, so that will be like a push day, and then a pull day, you'll have like like a lat pull down, which is like a machine where you're just like sitting, and you're like a bar above your head, and then you just pull the bar down, which like works your whole back pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then that'll be your pull day, and then you can chuck in like a accessory day, which is just like something you want to target on. Like if you think you want to target on your biceps or triceps more, then you can just make that day as to just train those.
Yeah.
But nah, it's all about just, I reckon, just the first month, just going in, just have a fun with it, like try out all the equipment there, and then just like see which ones you like. Because some good advice I got told is just you don't really want to make it like a chore to go to like the gym or whatever. Like, you want to actually have fun while you're doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't bother doing exercises, or if you see a machine and you just hate it, it's like, don't even bother doing it then,
Yeah.
But no, I just recommend go give it a go, try out everything. There's always you can always ask someone, like a personal trainer, if you have someone like that in the gym, or what I did, the free version is just YouTube it,
Yeah, for sure.
and then that's where you can honestly just get the best learning and information. It's just from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a lot like, because I think losing weight is quite simple when you compare it to putting on weight.
Mm. Well,
But
putting on weight in terms of like putting on like muscle
and-
weight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because losing weight, like
No, yeah, for sure.
for me, if someone was asking me to lose weight, I'd just be like, okay, so just eat in a calorie deficit, which is like
Yeah.
less calories than what you need to maintain,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't matter what food you're eating as long as it's less than what your body needs,
Yeah.
and you're still gonna
And
lose
obviously
weight.
you're like, yeah, and when you're doing your exercises and workouts, you got to make sure you're like just burning off at least some of what you've got, right?
Mm.
So that when you are doing like taking in less carbs than what your body needs, you're eventually going to lose weight from doing that. I think that's
Yeah.
actually what I was trying to say before. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Less carbs, more exercise.
I mean,
Unlike the mentality when it's like, oh, this is less carb, like this chip is less carb, yeah, but that doesn't mean no carb, you know?
yeah, but also carbs are not bad at all. Like, we really need it.
Yeah,
Like, and especially when it comes to weight training, you really need that like energy beforehand or whatever.
yeah.
So
I guess it obviously just depends on what your goal is, right?
yeah, definitely. Like everyone's
Like if you
different.
want to get fat, fucking eat a fuck ton of calories, bro.
Yeah, pretty
Eat a
much.
ton of fats. That's what you want. You'll get it by doing that. But then just do the exact opposite if you want to lose weight. No, yeah, definitely makes sense.
Mm.
All right, I got all those down. That's good. So a consistent
So yeah, just be
schedule
consistent.
for now, because I think I'm pretty safe with that advice that you told me. Like,
Yeah,
what you just told me before. Like, if I go to the gym and I'm like working out and shit, I think I'll like enjoy it. Like, I probably won't
I
like
feel
think
like-
of it as like something to do, like a chore or anything.
yeah. If you went for a month straight, pretty much from what I told you,
Hmm.
plus you'd probably do like extra like research on the exercises and probably like the food side of it.
Mm.
You'll easily know what you need to do. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't take too long to figure it all out. Like, it seems like a lot when you first start, but in reality, like, it is, but it's like totally manageable.
Yeah. Well, I guess I guess treadmills are just mainly for cardio, eh?
Yeah,
It's not really. Nah, it's
So
not to
they're-
build muscle, right?
no.
Nah.
I mean, it'll help, like, give you a better, like, toned look,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, it's just cardio work, so it's just like, it's at the end of the day, it's just burning calories, which
Mm.
people do to lose weight.
Yeah. I guess if you're
It's
on
like-
like
Someone like you doesn't really need to lose weight. You just need to like,
yeah.
start doing weight training.
Yeah. I guess I'd only probably use it if I felt like it, or if I notice when I'm weighing myself if I'm like gaining too or like
Yeah,
and taking too much calories, right? Then I'd like hop on there for a little bit,
mm.
get that weight down, and like start over again with what I'm eating.
It's yeah, and it's like going on the treadmill is nothing. Like say a 10-minute medium walk on the treadmill or whatever is very like equivalent to like doing like 3 sets on the bench press, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of what you prefer, like, because both of those activities are still burning your, calories.
Mm. But one is building more muscle than the other.
Yeah. So that's why weight training is just so good, because it's like you're making gains and you're still burning those calories.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sweet. No, it's definitely making more sense in my head now.
Alright. Well, that's good then. But
Yes. I was trying to convince Jaden into doing it, but he's too much of a bear belly now. He can't do it.
or is he just too lazy to go train or
He's
work
too
out?
lazy. Yeah, he's too lazy, or he's like, nah, bro, I can't be fucked. Hey,
Yeah.
like, is that one of those guys? Like, oh, fuck. Well, have a good
But-
life. Just
Yeah.
like,
it all just comes on to like how badly do you want it, because it's like some people are like that and they just don't care, but that's completely fine,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
nothing wrong with it. But it's like to me, when people just keep saying, oh, I want to look like this, or I want to like achieve these certain goals, but it's just like, just do it then,
yeah, for sure.
like I feel like everyone's got at least like half an hour to an hour to go and work out,
Yeah.
Like-
And even if it's like not even like going to the gym or something, like maybe just go for a run,
or exactly.
or like if you've got some weights laying around or something, like do a bit of a
circuit or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like I think there's always time to go. Like, people will come home and then just either watch TV or go on their phones for like hours or whatever.
Yeah,
And it's
basically
It's
me.
yeah, it's like you just gotta sacrifice like 1 hour,
Yeah.
and then it's not even that. Yeah, not bad at all.
No, I definitely think I'll be sweet with all this, because I feel like I kind of already have a taste for it, kind of with gaming. Like I remember when I was playing like Warzone a lot, I was fucking shit as when Warzone first came out and stuff. But as I went on, I'm like, fuck, I want to get better or something.
Yeah,
So I downloaded an aim trainer, and I just like dedicated an hour every day on certain aim training exercises.
yeah,
I just did that an hour a day for like 2 months or something, and my aim was like fucking mint. It's actually fucking melty people in Warzone. I was actually pretty good for a bit, but then got
Yeah.
banned. But no, yeah, like I've already got a little bit of a taste of that kind of like wanting to.
achieve the goal or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I did achieve
Well,
it, which is
yeah.
good, but
No, that's the whole point. That's what a goal is. You're meant to like set it and then try your hardest to achieve it.
yeah. But it's not like, I just want to clarify, I'm not, like, I know that fitness and all this stuff is way harder to achieve than obviously getting better aim in a game. I know that for sure, but
Nah, not
I'm just
not
saying,
necessarily actually. Like,
well, in terms of physicality, I guess,
nah, but you'll be surprised though. A lot of the first like they call it like newbie gains, where you just like after like the first couple weeks where you have everything like figured out, and you really start like going, hard or whatever,
Mm.
you'll fucking notice like so many changes. and then you'll be like it will make you feel like 10 times better as well.
Yeah, yeah. I guess we could probably start talking about, because I'm kind of curious on the stuff as well. I probably won't be doing it for quite a bit. Like I'd still focus on just how, like, what exercise to do and etc. But I want to figure out what's the deal with like protein shakes and like protein powder, like, and fucking creatine and shit like that. Like, I feel like that's more for like actual like bodybuilding and shit. But I know it's kind of necessary a little bit, right?
Yes and no. I think it's very standard stuff to have. Like, it's more like, because these are just supplements, right?
Yeah.
So a supplement is just like, I forgot the definition.
Oh.
But it's meaning like, it's not a replacement, it's just like a bonus, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of, now that I'm thinking about it,
So
I feel like an idiot asking you this now.
No, it's common. No, I didn't know at all what the stuff was, and I started training, and I lost like so much weight when I first started ever, and I was never taking like protein powder or whatever, but pretty much essentially what it is just like another form of like getting your protein intake in.
Yeah.
But like, realistically, you want to be getting it in with real food and not like powdered stuff. But
yeah,
it's still good to do. Like, they're quite convenient, which is handy. Like, sometimes you don't have time to have like a whole meal, but it's like easy to have like a protein shake.
Yeah.
So you're still getting like that 30 grams of protein in one serving, which is good.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
And then that's just the protein, and then you get all the other stuff like creatine. Creatine is pretty much, so you know how our body has water and whatever. What creatine does is it like sucks up some of our water, and it kind of like fuels. It kind of like almost like injects it into like the muscle areas, so it gives us like that pump, but that pump is just filled with like water weight. And then so it pretty much like bloats up all your like arms and like legs and makes everything just look more like, I don't know, thick almost.
Damn.
And then because it's like, if you're doing like say a bicep curl, and if you feel your arm like really pumped, that's kind of what you want, you know?
Fuck, I think I've felt that before, because I remember at work I had to use, I hadn't held a hammer in like fucking 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And I picked up this hammer to hammer in a fuck ton of nails for the whole day. I think actually for almost a whole month, every day I was just like hammering in. The first day, my forearm, I shit you not, bro. I felt it. I wasn't even flexing. I felt it. And I was like, Jesus Christ, my forearm is a literal rock. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, what? I'm like, it was fucking weird to me because, like, I wasn't flexing at all. It was just like that.
Yeah.
And it stayed like that. I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never had this before. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, like, feeling pumped or whatever, but, I mean, that's kind of what I fucking think of when I think of fucking getting pumped. Getting ripped.
Yeah, like, no, you'll definitely notice it when it happens. Like, you just, like, you go to the gym one day and then, like, when you come out, you almost look like 2 times better. And it's just purely because you just got, like, a good pump going on.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
So, we'll just talk about steroids rules for a sec. So, do,
Yeah, so
do you know?
that's quite
Yeah,
interesting too. And it's like I don't have anything against people that do that because it's just the majority of people are. So many people do that. Like actors do that all the time. Like
yeah.
they,
Oh
they
man, have
just
you seen
need
the new?
to, you know?
Have you seen Chris Hemsworth in the new Thor movie,
Yeah,
Thor: Love and Thunder?
and he's put on like double his size or whatever.
Bro,
Yeah,
dude is jacked.
yeah,
So jacked.
exactly. And it's
Because like you see him in like Endgame, it's like a nice good frame. Like he's obviously got some real he's got big muscles, and it's a nice like slim kind of like
and he has
like
to get big too.
good look.
Because
Yeah,
he's playing Hulk Hogan in one of his upcoming movies as well.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
So so people like that, and also like The Rock, are clearly on the gear. Like,
for sure.
but that's just to
How
me
old is he? He's like
almost in his
coming to
40s,
50s, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
There's
still
no
looking
way,
that
bro.
huge and jacked. Yeah.
Fuck, man. I just look at him like, oh, fuck, I want to pick up some fucking weights.
I just
Like,
think,
that guy is jacked, bro. And he's been jacked for
Yeah.
like fucking 20 years. 2 decades. Nah, maybe like 10.
I think
15.
so many people get mad because they think it's cheating, but it's just not. Like, you still have to put in the hard work. It's
Yeah.
not like people think you just take some magic like injection and then you're just like somewhat like completely jacked the next day, right?
Yeah.
But that's completely the opposite of how it works. It's like you still have to train, you still have to, push yourself hard and
Yeah. Well,
And
it's just, is it like, sorry,
no, go on.
just go ahead, because I think I might have,
Oh.
stopped you in like a huge thought.
No, so pretty much what it is like, it's just like extra testosterone, pretty much. And obviously with that shit comes like, it doesn't like give you superpowers, but it kind of thinks that you do have superpowers. So you'll be doing like a weight if you're completely like natural, and then you will take the stuff or go on a cycle. That's what it's like called. The common name is like you hop on a cycle, and a cycle could be anywhere from like 6 to 12 weeks
Mm.
of you like constantly, like not once every day, but like once, maybe like 3-4 times a week. You're like injecting, or sometimes every day with whatever you're on. And then pretty much what it does is just give you like the extra boost. So it's like, if you think about it, if you can move more weight, or if you can lift more weight, you're going to build muscle faster.
Yeah, yeah. Is that what it kind of does? It like kind of makes
Gives you like that. Yeah, it just gives you like a boost on like strength. But not just strength too, like it enhances like stuff. So like you can be losing weight and be on like a cycle of whatever, and you'll still gain muscle. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a little bonus. Like, so it is, I guess, yeah, maybe a little cheating, but not. It's not really,
yeah.
because like,
I guess it's just it's like
but
a
anyone that just wants a casual, like, decent body or wants to just lose weight, it's no point going on it, because like, obviously they're not all researched properly yet, and they all have like health problems that can come with it, so it's like a risk
yeah.
that you kind of have to decide if you want to go down that path or not.
Yeah.
But nah, I've thought about it myself, but I was just gonna keep going how I am, and then try and reach my like natural limit.
Yeah, yeah.
and then once I reach that, then see how I feel and look, and then see if I want to make the next step into going on something. But it's just like, and also people think that if you use it, you're just gonna be like huge as well. But it also comes down like how much you use and like what dosage, and like what stuff is it. Like there's certain stuff that are stronger than others as well.
Damn, so it's like its
a
own
whole
strain.
Yeah, but it's such a thing where you shouldn't at all just jump on, like do your research again, like I said previous about other stuff. It's like, do your research, and if you can get like as much medical and get like constant like maybe blood tests going, and like if you can get a doctor to help out with the stuff, you can, but I don't know how it is like that in our country.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something to like take serious if you are serious about it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know,
it's nothing to take lightly.
No.
Because obviously, yeah, as you said,
I've spoken to people
quite a bit of health problems
that are like, I've spoken to people that my age in the gym that are like on, or they're on SARMs, which is like it's like a steroid, but like a newer one, and like more easy to get, and they still look like kind of shit, like, because like, also if you don't have, because genetics plays so much in like bodybuilding and like how you look, and if you don't have like the best genetics, it's like you can be on all the shit in the world and you're still gonna look like average compared to someone that has like decent or good genetics, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But for the
yeah, like The Rock, bro, Islander, like fucking Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
Do you know that guy?
Yeah.
From the UFC? Like his genetics, fucking Cuban. Is it Brazilian? I think it is Brazilian.
Yeah, and you can usually tell, like, not really new people. Like, I don't really know what genetics were when I started working out, but I just gotten into it more as just more experience I get, and more, because it's like a big eye opener. Like, fitness is a huge thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all depends on how serious people take it and what their goals really are. Like, if it's just to look like pretty good, to have a good physique, then that's pretty, attainable.
Yeah, I think it's
And
it is definitely
that's
attainable.
What you want for now, like, you just want that
Yeah.
good, and until you start training, like, you could have a complete mind switch, like,
Yeah.
but that's just what it does to you sometimes. Like, I always look at myself and I think like I always be like not 100% happy, but if like someone else saw my physique or whatever, they would be like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind looking like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's almost, just the more you go, the more you kind of just keep craving it more.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think, what I want now, like right at this moment, is just like just a nice, like, good-looking physique, bit of muscle.
Yeah.
Just, I don't, I'm not looking for a bodybuilder fucking physique or anything.
No, yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think, like, once I get to that point, once I achieve that goal,
you want to keep
and
that going.
I will. Yeah. Once I get there, I probably will have the thought of, fuck, should I keep going? Because I can.
Yeah.
Because if you get to that point, if you get to your goal, then you can go even further.
Yeah, exactly.
So that, I feel like that's probably what kind of like gets into your head, right?
Yeah.
Like you get to that point, you're like, fuck, I got here, finally. This is sick, like,
But
I wonder if I can go further though.
Yeah. It's almost, when it comes, I know when a goal for most things. Once you reach it, that's like the end. Then you can go on to a different goal. But with like the whole fitness side of it, it's like, as bad as it sounds, it's like you will never reach your goal. If that makes sense. Like it just keeps like obviously you reach to kind of where you want it to be, but you always like have that craving for more.
Yeah, for sure. No, I can definitely see myself falling into that.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I don't know, I'm not there yet, obviously,
And
but
even once you do get there, it's like you still got to kind of keep being consistent, you know, because otherwise it will lose.
yeah. And I guess like over like saying that when you do something over and over again, the same thing over and over again for a long time, you kind of do. I feel like you would get bored, and you're like, well, I might as well do more to look better or whatever. You know?
And it's always good to keep switching it up, like not to just keep doing the same workouts over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. Switch up diets, workouts, like keep things fresh.
No, it's definitely, it becomes just part of your lifestyle at the end of the day. Like,
yeah,
it will just be like a thing you just do, and you don't think about it.
No, for sure. It'll be better than me just sitting here at my computer after work all the time, anyway.
Well, yeah, it seems like something you have in mind that you want to achieve.
No, for sure.
So
I look at myself now and I'm like, fuck, I do jack shit after work. Like, I might as well get into a bit of fitness. Yeah. And when Jaden went snooping on your fucking Instagram the other week, talking about, oh, bro, this guy's ripped, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, he's been going to the gym since school, so like, he is. And it's oh yeah, and then like a few days later, I'm like, I wonder what pictures he was looking at. So I went on your Instagram, and I saw your like stories and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, bro, alright, I'm fucking getting to the gym now. Because like looking at your pictures, I felt like a fucking slob, bro. I felt like a fucking fat piece of shit just sitting on his ass every day. I'm like, fuck this, bro. I want to get out there and fucking gain me some muscle.
For me, what got me was like, I was like skinny-ish first couple years of high school, and then I kind of got like towards like the plus size. Like, I was definitely big for what I wanted to be, or didn't want to be, sorry. And then like it was mainly like year 12 was for me was like my worst year.
Really?
I was just like fat, fucking like chubby, overweight, like, you know, not in year 12 I don't really have the best friends. I was hanging out with like Quentin and that a lot, and like the smoking and drinking and shit, so and doing no like fitness activity. And then I was just like, I just remember like looking at photos of myself and just thinking, fuck, I'm like a fat shit. So then I'm like, yeah, and then I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna join a gym. So that's what I did, and then I lost a lot of weight because I made a few mistakes of like, not eating too much and then just like working out. So it's like I lost the weight, but I didn't have much muscle to show for it.
Yeah.
And I remember focusing so much on abs. Like, that was like my main goal, because I just thought, if I get abs, I'm just gonna be like the coolest person, you know, get like tons of chicks or whatever. But it's just like, I mean, yeah, it kind of does work, but it's like, I was just like still a stick. And if you look at my stories, bro, my very first like few stories I put up on Instagram, I do look tiny. But it's like back then, I thought I was like pretty happy with myself because it's like I got some abs showing. I was like way skinnier. I wasn't fat anymore. But then when I look back at it now, after like 3 years or whatever, I'm like, damn, I was fucking tiny, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes. Like, I'll look at my even new pictures, or like this year and last year. I'll probably look at them in like 2 years' time and be like, fuck, I was small.
Yeah, for sure.
And then,
Especially when you're like, especially when you're trying to get bigger or something like that, you know. No, yeah, for sure. Like, fuck.
yeah. But definitely as well, like with age, plays a huge factor. Like when guys like kind of go into growing into like a man, you know, you have natural size anyway.
Yeah.
Like no matter how muscly I seem to be, I'll still be kind of smaller than just a typical like 30-year-old man, if that makes sense. Like, I'll be honest, if I'm like the same height, I'll probably be like the same size and stuff. But it's like there's that like big age difference that plays a part too.
Yeah.
That's why I think once I'm at the age of like 25, I'll probably be at like my peak physique and peak performance.
Yeah, for sure.
So
like you feel like that's the age where you can like fully just like commit to a really like good physique or like anything like I just fully go in. No, yeah, that makes sense. 25, it is like a really good number to like like an age number to like really get into that type of stuff.
Because I'll see like 18-year-olds in the gym and I can tell they're training like real hard and I can tell they have like a decent good physique, but just because I'm like 21, I can still like I'm still bigger than them.
Yeah.
And it's like, but then once they will reach our age, then they'll be like bigger. So it's like it's just a waiting game pretty much. But it's like a journey, but a good one.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's good. I think if I ever wanted to get into all this stuff, I think that this is the best time to do it. Probably a little bit, like a few years back probably would be the best time actually, but I mean, now's better than 5 years down the line, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, same with me. Like, if I could go back with the knowledge I have today, I would be like, like 2 times a step ahead of where I am now.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just the whole point of like just giving it a go and then learning as you go on.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited for what the future brings. And not only for fitness, but for this podcast as well.
Definitely.
I will get to doing, I'll get to doing some visual stuff for the YouTube videos, and soon hopefully we can get on TikTok. That'll be good. Because we're all on TikTok all the time. I think if we post on TikTok
like quite frequently,
it's
probably the best thing to do. Because like I look at people that come up my For You page and like they'll start with like not too much, but then they post frequently and then they'll keep appearing and then they actually do grow. Which is like obviously they grow because it's like, you know, they're coming back on the For You page.
Yeah.
But yeah, that will definitely be the plan for our podcast.
No, yeah, for sure. And definitely in the future, either one, me or you, come down for a visit, go up for a visit, whoever it may be, do a bit of a live, well, not a live potty, but just a IRL potty. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Instead of just virtual. I should have enough money to buy myself a pretty good camera with a decent lens. Get that quality up. And I was looking into some new mics as well.
Yeah.
So eventually, when you do come down, you could probably take this mic from me. Bit of an upgrade, you know.
Yeah, sounds good.
I was telling Jaden too, you could take what is it? He could take your snowball, better mic than his fucking headset.
Better mic than the fucking warehouse.
Yeah, for those who tuned in on last week's podcast, hopefully you did. I know we're quite small right now. Well, we haven't really posted anything right now, but by the time if anyone's watching this, you know, if you listen to the last party, Jaden's mic was horrific. Horrific.
Yep.
It's not too bad, but it's just like, compared to ours, definitely, I was editing it, and I'm like, fuck, bro. I had to amplify I had to amplify your voice as well, because it's a little bit thing, but like, your mic was like pretty clean. Like, it wasn't like I needed to amplify it because it sounded shit. I needed to amplify it just because you're a little bit too quiet.
It's just very quiet, like, how I have it set up, like, I'm speaking right into it now.
Yeah. I guess it's just like,
I don't know. It doesn't have much of a... Just looking at it, it's not much of a... I don't know.
Mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking into some other mics, like, probably doesn't even... I don't think a lot of them are expensive. As long as you get the certain mic, like a stage mic, there's like a certain, like... They're like a certain type of mic.
Like just
I think
like
it's...
podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those certain types of mics are, like, good. Like, it doesn't need to be anything expensive, but... I'm kind of, I'm always drawn to more expensive, high quality gear. That's why. But, no, yeah, for sure. We could exchange mics, upgrade Jaden's one, because that one for sure needs a fucking upgrade. I know for a fact he's not going to upgrade his fucking mic.
Ugh.
Let alone get his own, like, studio type mic, you know?
Yeah.
He's just stuck in time with everything right now. Tell him to go do some fucking do a bit of a journey with me with like the gym and stuff. He's like, oh nah, I'm all good here, man. Same thing with the mic, bro. I think I'm all good here. Like the mic's pretty good. Like,
it'd be good if he joined you at the same time. Like obviously you're not in the same location, but if he started at the same time you did, you guys would have like a good like. What's the word I'm looking for? Like
competition or like
not so much a competition, but just like it's just good motivation.
Yeah, motivation. Like a bit of fuck yeah, I think I know what you're talking. Like what word you're trying to figure out, because I'm trying to figure it out as well. But yeah, it's like a comparison.
Yeah,
kind of, you know.
But yeah.
No, yeah. So, Jaden, I know you're fucking listening to this cunt, okay? I know for a fact you're listening to this.
Not listening to it.
No, for sure he's listening. He was actually, like, before... He probably got so pissed at Call of Duty, because he was playing Call of Duty when we started.
Yeah.
But obviously he's off now. He was like, oh, no, it'll be sick if I could just, like, be in the background now. You guys just mute me and I could just, like, listen, because I'm not the type to listen to a podcast, but it'd be cool just, like, listen to some friends, like, doing a podcast. I'm like, yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah,
but,
you could easily do that. Just sit in Discord.
Yeah, but he most likely got insanely pissed at Call of Duty and just hopped off.
Yeah.
But then again, it is quite late, 11:45.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
I told him, man. Yeah, I told him I'm kind of giving up on Call of Duty as well, because it's just like an unhealthy, quote-unquote, addiction. It's just not good. Every time I get on there, I'm just pissed.
Yeah,
That shouldn't be the case.
and then it like changes like your whole mindset, eh?
Yeah, it like switches your mood. Like,
Yeah.
or like you come back from work, you're like having a good day at work. Like I remember one day I was having a real good day at work. Like everything was going fine. My pay got in. Like I got a fucking fat paycheck. I'm like, oh, today's good. I just hop on Call of Duty. My mood instantly. Fuck. Oh, I fucking hate this girl. Like fuck.
Yeah.
I was just raging. Like it was not good. So I'm kind of giving up on Call of Duty. I told him to do the same, but I think he's too addicted to it.
Yeah.
Jaden, I know you're listening. Just consider it, mate. Just consider it, because it's not good.
I mean, it's like may as well, because the game just seems like shit anyway. So
Yeah, it basically is, bro. And the new Call of Duty that's coming out, it's another World War II game, which we've already seen
oh really?
from Battlefield and even from Call of Duty. Like, it's just... And the content that they're pumping out at the moment, they're all like you'd think they come up with new maps, which they kind of do.
They
But
should just stop for like a few years though.
Yeah, I know. No, I feel like they should do that as well.
Like they don't need to pump one out every like year, because wasn't that what they were doing?
Yeah,
It'd be
I
like
think
a COD
that's the whole
every year.
cycle. Yeah, COD every year. That's definitely not enough time to do like a well-polished game.
No,
And it's quite evident too. Like every time the new Call of Duty comes out, it's just fucking riddled with bugs, like fucking things that they have to fix, server issues, all that kind of stuff. Like,
and
it's
then
not good.
they get lazy too. Like they'll take DLCs and they won't even be like fresh ideas. It'll just be like stolen from like previous Call of Duties.
Yeah, exactly. That was just what I was about to say, bro. They're literally like, there's 4 maps from BO2 on Cold War right now. Remakes. And there's leaks of another 1, 2, 3. There's leaks of another 4. I think it's Russia's coming out, or has already come out from BO2. Slums, Yemen, and something else. And it's like, fuck yeah. I even thought about this like last year or the year before. Like, fuck, they're running out of ideas, bro. They can't even come up with fresh new content. It's just all just fucking recycled.
But also too, like, I know like COVID kind of like shits on things like for like advertising wise, but it's just like I just don't hear anything anymore, and I'm still like I'm not like a full on gamer at all at this point, but I'm still aware of like games and I'm still interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where's the hype between this? Like, I hear nothing when like a DLC comes out or like a new trailer.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, that shit would be like hype as fuck. Like, if a new trailer was coming up for even just a map, it would be like a big deal.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, I don't know. I just don't hear nothing.
Nah, yeah. It's just like slowly. I don't want to say it's dying, because it obviously isn't. Like, there's a lot of people on there that are playing on a consistent basis. Of like, prime example, Jaden, and he hates the game. But I feel like that's the fan base now, you know. Like, it's people that fucking hate the game but still decide to play
They're
it.
still loyal to it.
Yeah, and it's like it's going. It's
But
not
it's
going to go anywhere, bro.
They just need a game like where everyone can just play.
Yeah.
I just remember playing BO2 and it's just like everyone was playing it, everyone was talking about it. And that was like the game to fucking play.
No, for sure. And it was an easy game to play too. It wasn't like overly complicated or anything.
But I feel like it's just gaming in general now.
Yeah.
Ever since the downfall
It's just how it's evolved,
of
I feel.
Fortnite, it's just gone to like shit for every game.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like I don't see anything coming out now, especially that's gonna like change things.
Yeah. Well, I guess a new genre would be good, eh? Because like Fortnite was a battle royale, and that was like a complete like shift from any
like first person
other like
shooter.
yeah. Like like previously it was BO2, like first person shooter was like
The top.
almost the biggest game,
Yeah.
and then it just shifted to Battle Royale, Fortnite 2017, and that was like the big game. And those are like two different, like genres. So it's like
Well, yeah, like
might just have to wait for another
Like something
genre to
new.
like, yeah,
but it wasn't even like they had battle royales, but Fortnite just completely just somehow cracked the code to make
Yeah.
it like, I guess, kid friendly, but like still enjoyable to like all ages.
yeah. It's like it was perfect storm, bro. Straight up, like
Because
I look back
like-
when it first came out, and fuck, it's
Like-
just
the games before, like PUBG, was fun, but it was just so limited to like mainly only PC players,
yeah, for sure.
and then yeah,
And even just like the animation of like Fortnite and everything, like it's such a friendly game.
yeah,
So it sucked in more like younger audiences, I feel.
mm.
Whereas PUBG is like such a like you play that game and you have to like learn about it, all that stuff.
and
And the thing you really had to learn about on Fortnite was just building.
it did so
And after,
many
like, a week
things
or two,
right
that was
too.
fine.
Like you said, it looked friendly. Like it was good to watch too.
Yeah,
Like some games,
I guess a good like
I just
advertisement,
some
right?
games are just horrible to watch. Like if you're watching a streamer play certain games, they're just so boring, or they just look too much shit going on. But when you watch someone
Yeah.
play Fortnite, it's just so easy and so comfort to just watch them play
Yeah,
and to like know what they're doing as well. Like some games I'll be like looking on Twitch just randomly, and I can just like watch the stream, and I'll like have no idea what's going on. It's just like,
no, yeah. Well, unless you locate the hot tub streams, then you'll be fine.
those are my favorite.
Those are your favourite. Fuck, bro. We need to get a hot tub, bro. Do a podcast in a hot tub.
Sure.
Nah, that'll be... By the time we do that, the fucking meme will be over anyway.
Yeah, it'll be like a new thing.
Yeah. They're like, oh, fuck, you brought that back? Gay. But I think we'll wrap it up there. Hour and 17.
True.
Pretty decent podcast.
We'll just call this one the fitness one.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
it's the
we'll
majority of
title
it.
it "Fitness Dick in Your Mouth," like or
Yeah.
something like that. That'd be perfect. The Fitness Podcast. Welcome. But yeah. So we'll have YouTube videos up. Hopefully, I can get that up as soon as possible within a few days. And definitely once we get real into it, bit of a TikTok account, post some stuff on there. Bit of highlights from the potty, but yeah. I think we're doing good right now. Consistent. 3
Yeah.
potties in. Looking forward to the future.
Definitely.
Alright, well, on that note, hope you guys stay safe and we'll see you later.
Yep.